The Eastern Conference is some shit this year. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Obviously, the devastated Boston Celtics losing Jason Tatum, losing Al Horford, losing Porzingis, losing Holiday. It'll be an interesting season to see what Jaylen Brown is able to do with his guys. The Cleveland Cavaliers, they're always a mystery to me. Obviously, they added Lonzo Ball. I'm hoping he can put a healthy season together because I've always loved his ability in his game. My dark horse of who could possibly come out of the East, and this is going to take a lot of praying and a lot of treatment and just a lot of stars to align. The 76ers, if Joel Embiid can stay healthy, which he hasn't been able to do his whole entire career. I think he's missed over 400 games and played just over 450 games in his career, including playoffs, probably five. So he's played about 500 games, including playoffs, and missed almost 400 games, which is fucking unbelievable. But what bothers me about him is I'm such a huge fan of his. But when you hear people say he's not a leader, he's always late, he's lazy, he doesn't put the work in to stay healthy, this is the product you see. And they're making him a ton of money. So I think this is really, to me, if I'm in management, this is the make or break season for Joel Embiid. If he can't get his shit together this year, I think you got to cut your ties at some point. And then on the flip side, Paul George, knee injuries. I think he had two procedures this summer, if I'm not mistaken. Can he find some sort of glory? And then I really like their core VJ Edgecombe. I really like young, athletic. I think he averaged about 12 to 14 in the summer league. McCain, a Sacramento boy, coming back off of meniscus, excuse me. For McCain was a meniscus. And then Tyrese Maxey, a great young core. But if you can get a healthy Embiid, I would probably say you need about 60 to 65 games from Embiid. And I'd probably say the same for Paul George. And then for them both to be able to be healthy. I know I'm talking crazy shit right now. I haven't even smoked today. But I'm saying if that can happen with the depleted Eastern Conference, I think they could possibly be a representative. But I'm probably going to pick the Knicks, to be honest with you. First-year coach Mike Brown. Mike has always had a great track record of being great in his first year. After the first year is where shit normally hits the fan, but I think this first year, obviously, with his new fresh energy and style, and obviously the vets they have on that team, I think New York will probably come out of the Eastern Conference. But I also like the young teams. I like Orlando. I like Detroit. I kind of like Atlanta on the back of that. I look for all three of those teams to definitely be in the playoff hunt, with Orlando taking a big jump. I think that trade for Bane. Bane wasn't a second option. I think he was forced to be a second option in Memphis. I think he's a great third option behind Paulo and Franz Wagner. I'm a big fan of both. Paulo should be in the MVP conversation this season, I feel like. I mean, this guy's a career 30-point a game scorer in the playoffs. He's bigger, he's stronger, he works his ass off. So I'm definitely looking forward to a big season from him. And then Detroit came out of nowhere and have done it the right way, putting pieces together. I'm glad. What's his name? Did he ever get his money? The Beasley. Really? No one signed him? Some weird shit, man. Messed the man's career up. If he didn't bet, if he did bet, but the feds are off you. So normally when you beat the feds, it means you did a good job. There's very few people beat the feds. Very few people beat the feds. But again, to my point, Detroit, good young core, good young team. Interested to see what they do in a year that the Eastern Conference is down. So my pick to come out of the East this year, and I don't think I've ever been alive when I've been able to say this, or at least paid attention to basketball, but the Knicks will most likely come out of the Eastern Conference this year. So I'm excited for the city of New York and Jalen Brunson and those guys.